This essay is actually a placeholder for unity in the hierarchy that we're putting together, the taxonomic structure of discussion of Marxism. I figured I'd start with Ben Franklin, who talks about the entire population of the colonies hanging together, whereas Marx picks off one little subgroup, as Hillary Clinton would call it, a basket. I did hear some idiot today talking about how only Republicans want to divide people into categories. Why does anybody take Hillary's speech after she, fell? Or was it? I was right before she fell. Anyway, the operative point is: workers of the world unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains. That's the most famous of the three, really. Soviet era, I don't know, probably Moscow. Bunch of people with that sign saying "Workers of the world unite." And here's Karl Marx with the slogan in Russian longhand. The slogan was everywhere in Marxist-Leninist Bolshevik Russia. I thought Obama was basically a Euro commie until I saw this poster in, I think it was August 2008. It's in the socialist realism style. Oh, he's a Bolshevik. Oh, that's great. Let's see if anyone says anything. Nope. This isn't intended to be a lecture on the idiocy of unity behind stupid ideas. So I'm not going to give the lecture. It's a placeholder for somebody else to pick up and go document. We're in the process now of writing that detailed and taxonomically structured evaluation of the creeping of Marxism, Leninism, Maoism, Bolshevism, whatever you want to call it, the variant we have here, including cultural Marxism. We call that Columbiaism. Why not? Into American society, how it's done, what the little pieces are, how they sneak it in, new tactics, but basically the same idea. And this relabeling game is really stupid. I just watch a number of people pick up on the brand new labels of what a centrist is. You compare that to 10 years ago, and you don't really talk about the migration from point A to point B. Is loving Obamacare now a centrist position? Wasn't 10 years ago. It is today. Why? Has Obamacare really been that successful, or has the lack of alternatives driven people to conclude that they need to back it or else? You know, kind of like the list thing the other day. Remember the enemies list? Trump had an enemies list. That's bad. Nixon had an enemies list. That's bad. Our new Green Dealer has a quote list unquote that happens to contain people who disagree with her, but she didn't use the adjective enemies. I'm not kidding, it's that moronic.